Well, hi, I'm Ken Wilton, and I'm with Minding My Own Business. We're going to talk about how you can be minding your own business too. For the last 17 years, my wife and I have been full time vendors, traveling down the road and selling products all across the United States and also in Canada. And we've learned a lot, and we're going to share all that information with you. When we first got started in this new the business, the pop-up type style of business where, one day you're here, one day you're not. You head down on the road and you go someplace else, going where the money is. So we didn't know anything about retail, nothing. And we started down the road. And for 10 years, we traveled across the U.S. in our motorhome, going to shows here and there and having our products shipped to us. And it was just a fun time. Now we're from Canada. So eventually a time came where my wife said, well, I think I want to be home with the grandkids. So we sold our business, made some money, moved back to Canada and started over. And we built a brand new business, totally different than the first one. Totally different. We ran that one for 7 years and we sold that one and did very well on that too. So it's a fantastic lifestyle. It's a great business. It's not for everybody. Maybe you want to make a little bit of money on the weekend, or maybe you need a change of pace. You've fed up with the job that you've got, and you want to move on to something that's a lot more exciting, a lot more where you can be in control of what's going to happen to your future, where you can create that financial independence that you've always wanted. Lifestyles have changed and businesses have changed. The job marketplace has changed. It used to be years ago when people would work at a job for their career and then retire. And then it changed where people were going through multiple jobs and multiple careers. Well, this might be a new career for you. It certainly was for us. And for the last 17 years, we made a very, very good living. Really, really good. And we're able to write off a lot of expenses that, the average salary employee doesn't get to do. So it's something you should take a look at. We have a course that we're going to be offering on this that'll teach you step by step, all of the things that you need to know. Should I go to a flea market? Or what about a farmer's market? Well, what about a trade show or a fair, music festival? We've done them all. Every single one we have done. And we can tell you the ups and the downs of each and every one of these. And there are definitely ups and downs. There's things you need to know. As an example, you go to a trade show and you see all these booths set up. How do you know where to set up? Which one's a good one? Which is a bad one? We figured that out, so you don't have to worry about it. What about ordering? How much should I order? What about inventory control and cash management? There are so many pieces to the puzzle. And we're going to walk you through in our guide, Minding My Own Business Guide, and show you how to do each and every piece. And more importantly, how you can build this over time so that at the end of the day, you can sell it and make some really good money. They say getting into retail is easy. Getting out's the problem. So you've got to build it piece by piece by piece by piece by piece all the way down the road. So at the end of the day, you've got somebody standing there waiting to buy it. They want to buy it because it's such a viable business. We're going to talk about newsletters, e-commerce websites, about social media. Okay? I've got 50 years in business, and I've never had a paycheck written for me. I've always written my own. And for the last 17, it's been strictly focused on this. So between my wife and I, we've got 34 years of experience. So you're going to hear the female point of view on all of these things we're going to talk about as well. So stay tuned because we're going to have a really good time showing you and teaching you how to make your next million or first million or whatever. But you're going to teach you to have a lot of fun. That's the most important thing, all the way down the road. So stay tuned. Down below, you're going to see a box here where you can opt in to give us your email. So if you give us your first name and your email, then we can keep in touch. And we'll send you out new information as we're rolling out our course material. And also, we've been doing videos. We've been going down the road and talking to vendors and doing video interviews with them, talking to them about their business, their ups or downs, what makes them successful, about locations, a lot of different things with different vendors from different parts of the world. We've got some from Mexico and Guatemala, Chile, Lima, all over the place, and we're going to be doing more and more of these. It's really interesting, to hear someone else's story. Like the story of somebody we talked to in Santiago, Chile. And he'd been working with his dad in the business. Okay, his dad had a very nice business making jewelry. And the young son was learning how to make jewelry. And when he was 17 years old, his dad drowned. He had to drop out of university and become the man of the house, take care of his mom and his sisters, but then through university, and he's still running this great business today. It's quite a story. There's many, many more stories that are going to come like that, and you'll want to be apprised of them. So make sure you leave us your name and email so we can keep in touch. Looking forward to seeing you.